Hello and welcome to N.e.p.a. Investigates. Today we finally come to you with some fantastic news released from Governor Wolf's office just today. And that is, we finally have dates for all of the N.e.p.a. viewership area and when we'll be moving to either yellow and even in some cases, green phase. What does that mean? When can we do so? We'll cover all of that. Welcome. My name's Camasso, and finally some great news here at N.e.p.a. Investigates. Hello and welcome to N.e.p.a. Investigates. My name's Camasso, and I'd like to welcome everyone through this crisis that we're all handling, and that is COVID-19 or the coronavirus. Today we're going to be discussing something fantastic, some wonderful news, and a way for us here at N.e.p.a. to get back to some sort of normalcy. And what do I mean by that? Well, Governor Wolf has split our state into health regions, and he has allowed specific counties to open in a three-tiered phase. We were all closed and put in red phase, which was stringent stay-at-home orders, no restaurants other than takeout, so on and so forth. We're all very familiar with the red phase, maybe not so familiar with the yellow phase, at least in some counties. As our last video had shared, some of the counties did move into the yellow phase already, and there had been several releases along the way, and now we have a new release coming on Friday, May 29th. So on Friday, May 29th, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, and Schuylkill. So that's Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, and Schuylkill will now be moving into the yellow phase. The differences between yellow and red phase are primarily, number one, your stay-at-home orders have been lifted, which means you can now go out for other reasons than life-sustaining purposes. With that said, we still need to practice social distancing. We still need to wear masks. We still cannot have dine-in restaurants. You still cannot visit hospital or incarcerated individuals. So there are still severe, stringent rules in place. However, it's a fantastic sign, not only because it means that we're staying safe and we're lowering the devastation that was expected with the COVID-19 virus, but it also gives us a sense that maybe we can get back to normal and America may not be so different as we all fearfully anticipate that it may. So with that said, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, and Schuylkill are now moving on May 29th into yellow phase. That leaves one county in our entire viewership area that will be staying in red phase, and they expect them to remove from the yellow phase on June 5th, and that is Lackawanna County, including Scranton and all that. So unfortunately, Lackawanna County, you are still in red phase, and you will remain in red phase at this time till what seems like June 5th. However, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, and Schuylkill are moving to yellow phase on Friday, May 29th. Now, with that said, we also have some counties in our viewership area that are moving on to the green phase. Now, green phase is as close to normal as we're going to get before we have absolute open. Green phase is great because, number one, we can have dining rooms. So green phase means you can sit down at a restaurant at 50% capacity. So if a restaurant is capable of having 100 tables, they're allowed to use 50 of those tables in green phase. Whereas in yellow phase, there's still no dine-in restaurants. So when we enter into green phase, we're going to be able to have dine-in restaurants, visitation to nursing homes and funeral home and incarcerated individuals. That will still be based on the individual establishment. So the jail, the nursing home, it's at their discretion based on their current situation whether or not viewership would be admitted. However, as far as the state's concerned, once your county moves into the green phase, you are able to do so. In yellow phase, operational businesses such as, mom and pop shops, things that aren't life essential stores, they're all allowed to reopen with the understanding that you are down to 50% capacity, meaning you cannot have any more than 50% of the people that are normally in that store at any given time. It's going to be very hard to monitor. And the only thing I can say is don't take advantage of this. This is here for our protection. Make sure we're maintaining social distancing, and we don't want to go back in the red phase. just because we're moving into yellow and green phases doesn't necessarily mean we're there forever. This can easily go the opposite direction. We can obviously send the curve in the wrong way, and unfortunately we can go right back into this. So we do need to understand that we need to practice social distancing and maintain these safety protocols in order to make sure that we are properly addressing the situation and we don't go back into these negative phases. So I'm talking a lot about green phase, and fortunately we have 4 counties in our viewership area that are moving to green phase on May 29th. So the end of this month, Bradford, Montour, Snyder, and Sullivan. So that's Bradford, Montour, Snyder, and Sullivan counties. You will be moving into green phase. Congratulations on May 29th, Friday, May 29th. You can start having life back to as close to normal as we can anticipate for the near future. Now, there are going to be a ton more green rules and stipulations to be released. This is a new phase that no counties at this point are in. So in this coming week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Governor Wolf and Dr. Levine have assured us that they will be establishing set guidelines. From what we understand, in green phase, masks are still required in public facilities. You still cannot have groups of more than 50. Casinos, sporting events, things along those lines. Well, casinos are in a game of their own, but gaming facilities, sports arenas, things along those natures, theaters, all of that is still not able to open in green phase. That's something that's going to happen after the phases. That's not something that they've been able to establish or develop a safe protocol for yet. So that's something we need to understand. We're not going to be going to a baseball or football game for some time, at least in the state of Pennsylvania. And we need to basically work towards those goals. As sad as it sounds, we have to earn that. So this is one of those videos where I'm very happy to share this information with you. We're going to go ahead and pop up on the screen right now. This is a map of what our new color-coded county systems will look like. So as you can see, most of the state rather, is going to be in the yellow phase, with some exceptions in green and a few minor exceptions in red. And what that means is our state is starting to look good. We are establishing all of these set protocols that were in place, and we are establishing them in a great way. We are implementing all of these safety protocols that have been set forth by the CDC, the WHO, the Departments of Health, and everyone is doing their part. We have done fantastic at N.e.p.a. I can honestly say that I have not seen anything short of amazing from not only the first responders, the doctors, and the frontline individuals, but everyone. Everyone is participating with the exception of a few bad apples. We really have come leaps and bounds. I am so proud of N.e.p.a, and I think you should be proud of yourselves as well. This video, like I said, was to share with you that congratulations, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, and Schuylkill were moving into the yellow phase. Bradford, Montour, Snyder, and Sullivan were moving into the green phase. The only unfortunate part about this is we're all going to have to wear pants very soon. I know for myself, I haven't worn pants for the past 2 months, and this is going to be something I'm going to have to get used to. So while it's great news that we are moving forward, remember, you have to wear pants. That is very important. So with that said, my name's Corey Camasso. Thank you so much for watching NEPA Investigates. We will continue to try to bring you all of the updated information and news as it becomes available to us. We try to present this in the most unbiased fashion as possible because it's our job to present the news, not opinion. So congratulations, Pennsylvania and NEPA. We are doing fantastic, and we are taking that curve and making a joke of it. While yes, there are so many unfortunate losses of life, I really think we did such a fantastic job that it would have been so much higher had we not done our part. So congratulations, NEPA. Thank you so much for watching NEPA Investigates, and we will continue to bring you all of the information that's important. One last recap: Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, and Schuylkill, yellow phase, May 29th. Bradford, Montour, Snyder, and Sullivan, green phase, May 29th. And Lackawanna County, unfortunately, June 5th, you'll be turning to yellow phase. And that's all of the counties now moving out of the red phase in Luzerne, Lackawanna, Monroe, Pike, Schuylkill, Montour, Snyder, Sullivan, all of the counties. We did so great. 14 counties now out of the red zone as of June 5th. Congratulations, NEPA Investigates. We've done it. Stay safe. Please like and subscribe and help us grow. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen.